Hello everyone, my name is Afnan Zafar and I am working as Research, Development and Innovation Expert in LAB University of Applied Sciences. I am also part of this Malva project. Today's presentation is about MIGRI and it is the basic information related to common issues and visa issues based on applications, type of applications and types of visa. This is just a summary of overall process and I will try to cover main points, but the detailed presentation will be uploaded on the website. So let's check together what is inside this presentation and what are the main criterias and forms used for applying for work visa in MIGRI. So here we are on the front page of MIGRI, and this slide mainly focus on the main contents of the front page, that how we can go into the different parts of the website. And here you can see that this site can be transferable into Swedish and English, and then here is the e-services if you have the banking course, and then here is the appointment section. And then here you can see, as I already told, that we are on home page. Then here is information about I want to apply, then what happens after applying, then permits and citizenship, other services, and information regarding new or current situation related to visa. Here is the information for employees, and this portion right now I am highlighting is mainly information about the educational institute or representative of educational institute. This part is for students. So these are the main parts which are on the front page, and this part is also very important when we already have submitted our application and we need the application status, that what's happening with it. So here we can check. Moving forward in the presentation, so this slide shows that what are the actual duties and tasks, MIGRI's responsibilities, how they tackle different types of things and processes. So this slide shows that the immigration is mainly responsible for citizenship and the building of vibrant and secure Finland. Then Finnish immigration is a decision-making organization in the matters of, for example, immigration, asylum, refugees. And MIGRI also implements Finland immigration policy, and then agency provides expert information services to support policy making and national and international cooperation. The agency, which is MIGRI, also participates as an expert in immigration debate. There are three main tasks performed by MIGRI, and these tasks mainly include matters related to foreign nationals who are entering in Finland, and residence in the country, refugee status and citizenship, then register for foreign national, and then produces information for authorities and international organizations. Here you can also check the latest Finnish Immigration Center's strategy, 2021 strategy, which is recently updated. So if someone is interested to check the details, so here is the link attached. Quickly moving forward towards our topic, and this slide explains that what is actually residence permit. And for example, if you are coming to Finland from outside the European Union for more than 90 days, you must apply for residence permit. You may also need a residence permit to work in Finland for less than 90 days. So if you are coming straight away for the work, then this 90 days limit is not so much applicable to that. So even for 1 month, 2 month work, you need a work permit. Then which is residence permit. You must apply for residence permit in person, which means that everyone has to apply its own residence permit. So if you are citizen of EU country, Iceland, Norway or Switzerland, you do not need to apply for residence permit, but you have to register yourself in Finland. And last but not least is when your first residence permit expires and you want to stay in Finland, you have to apply for an extension. So what are types of residence permits? So as you can see, I have mentioned here different types of residence permit, and as in the start I already told that all the information is directly coming from MIGRI website. So based on the official information, residence permit can be either fixed term or permanent. Then a fixed term residence permit is granted as a temporary or continuous residence permit. The first residence permit is always issued for fixed term, and later on the type of residence permit is indicated on the residence permit card, you can say, with a letter which is as follows. So on your residence permit card there will be some letter, for example A, B, P or PEU or PAY can be seen. So what that actually means, so here is the explanation, and links attached with it can provide you more information. So if there is the letter B, which means that temporary residence permit, if there is letter A, which means a continuous residence permit, which is A, and then the residence permit with letter P is the permanent residence permit. There are other letters also, as I mentioned. So if your residence card have letter PEU or PEY, which means that an EU residence permit for third country nationals with long-term EU residence status indication on your cards. So to summarize the types of residence permit, there are 4 residence permit: residence permit A, residence permit B, residence permit P, which is permanent one, and residence permit PEU or PEY. So once you will get a residence card, it will be based on your circumstances and application, you will get one of these letter on your residence permit. For more information, you can click on this link in this presentation, and you can get detailed information for each of these oleskeluluvat. So this slide is very important because it explains you, and it is very helpful to explain that what type of residence permit you need. So this is about the first residence permit, and as you can see, I have indicated here that there can be maximum 6 main reasons for applying for oleskeluluvat or the first residence permit. So this can be working in Finland, moving to Finland with the family member, then as a student, after that re-immigration, coming to Finland on some miscellaneous or other grounds, or residence permit for asylum seekers, or you can say the victim of human trafficking. So these are the main 6 categories, as you can see, and all the first residence permit should fall in these 6 categories. So here I have linked one interesting video which explains very well all the 6 ways to get finished residence permit, and the video is made by Alexi, and the link is attached in this presentation, and you can go and look into this video, and it provides all related information about the 6 ways to get into Finland and get the finished residence permit. The main problem many of immigrants face is to find the suitable application form, and it is very important, because without suitable application form it is nearly impossible to get your residence permit on time, or this is one of the main reason of rejection. Also, when we are unable to apply on a correct form or in a correct way. So here is the video I have attached related to how to find a suitable application, and you can please check this video, and this is available on official Migri YouTube channel, and I have attached the link. Once you are granted with a residence permit, you will receive a residence permit card, and you will get a residence permit card about 4 weeks. In about 4 weeks after a positive decision, if you submitted your application in Finland, the card will be sent to you as a letter to a Finnish address. It is not possible to collect card from service points, so normally they are sending via posti, and you have to sometimes collect it, or it will be posted to your home via registered post. So here is the image of a residence permit card. It is a sample image, and you can see here that this image has indicated various types of information. So what is this information means actually? So the point 1 means that the period of validity of the residence permit, and then on point 2 it will show that what type of residence permit you have, which means A, B, P or PEU, and after that the third portion is the section of the Aliens Act printed on the card, reveals that extent of card holders' right to work. This is very important part. This TTOL is actually defining the areas where you can work. For example, the resident is allowed to work in IT sector, or cleaning industry, or restaurant work, or nursing. So this is the portion which actually indicate the industries where you can work. So after that there is Finnish Immigration Service customer number, and in the last that before that there you have to renew this residence permit. So going further into the details of TTOL type, which means that application process for residence permit applications for an employed person. So how this process goes, and it have total, you can say, 5 steps. In the first step, the employee initiates the application via the Finnish foreign mission, which means like embassy, the Finnish immigration services, or electronically. So if you are in Finland, or in certain cases if you have banking access, so you can apply online. And then next step is the partial decision taken by te toimisto, which is checking the application and taking the first partial decision. After that, the next final decision is under the supervision of Finnish Immigration Services. After this, the notification by the Finnish diplomatic mission or the mission immigration services that the decision is positive or negative. If it is positive, then you will get the card, residence permanent card, within 4 weeks or more, depending upon the situation. Or if it is negative, then you have the right to appeal to the decision. To understand more about TTOL process and how this employment visa things work, here I have attached the webinar. This webinar has been recorded last year in August, and this provides detailed information, and there is expert opinions there about TTOL, and this webinar is available on Migri YouTube official channel also, but I have attached the link here in this presentation. If you want to know more about TOL and how this process works and what are the conditions, what types of application should be used, so I have put here many links which you can check, and it have all related important points and information related to TOL and the work visa. Main thing is that you can check all those links. I have put both links, like English and Finnish ones. But the main thing is that I wanted to highlight that you should first check all these links and study carefully, and just try to look into the information before contacting Migri, because Migri is always so much busy. So it is so important that you first look into all the available information, and after that, if you will not able to find answer to your question or inquiry, you can always send them email. But the first preference is you will try to find information by yourself, and there is tons of information available on internet, and especially these selective links. It is very official. Here are the links about TTOL in English, and you can please check those links if you need more information about the overall process. So here is information and detailed information about all the steps or the basic guidelines. So again, my request is to check this information first, and later you can contact Migri if still you have some inquiries. So I am very much hopeful that this presentation is helpful for you to get basic information about various types of visas. And if you need more information, I have attached the links, and this presentation is soon will be available in our official groups and channels. So you can just check its PDF version to read more about it, and there you can click on the links and study more by yourself. So I hope that for now this presentation is somehow solve your visa related or especially employment visa related issue. Thank you very much.